Look at Tag Nation, Tag Team. My apologies. I did not record a recap of SmackDown and Dynamite. And to be honest with you, I just wasn't feeling Uzi. I wasn't feeling Uzi, and I let y'all down. And I do apologize. I got my Oos back, so here we go, talking about Raw. It's your boy Scooter Wing, and I'm not gonna break it down every excruciating detail. I'm gonna just give you the highlights because I mean, at the end of the day, Raw is 3 hours. Show opens up with Bianca Belair versus Nikki Cross. The old NXT Nikki Cross is back. The unhinged, the beat 'em up brawler Nikki Cross is back, and she was giving Bianca that work. Ultimately, Bianca wins because of excuse me. Ultimately, Bianca does win because of damage control and everything. And then after all of that, Oscar and Alexa come out. It lead to a whole brawl, everything. From that, Alexa and Oscar was like, "Hey yo, we want tag team title shots. We want the gold, fam." So they get it. Main event: Oscar, Alexa versus Damage Controls, EO, and Dakota for the women's tag team championships. Uh, we get a Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley segment where they had a major pull apart featuring security, refs, and the wrestlers. You know, they had to keep even Trips comes out there. They had to keep them apart. So you know they're gonna have a big beefy boy brawl. You know, big meaty men slapping meat at Crown Jewel. Uh, Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, they put on a show. And then we even get blonde hair Seth, like the back of his hair is blonde. So we got blonde hair Seth. And they put on the show. And Seth is over like Rover. Let's just put that out there. That man is over. But Seth eventually beats Theory. Great match. Great match. Definitely, if anything on Raw, check that out. What else? The Tribal Chief comes out there. Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman, the wise man, come out there, and they were basically talking about with the whole Logan Paul thing, and you know him having pins in his head. I am so sorry for that, peeps. Him having pins in his hand, you know, the knockout shot. And then the Miz comes out there and was like, "Hey, I know about Logan. Be careful. He really does have pins. I mean, you saw what happened to Jay, so it could happen to you." And Roman simply was like, "I'm getting tired of everybody thinking Logan's gonna knock me out. And the fact that what about me knocking him out?" And then he Superman punches the Miz. Eventually, that leads to, of course, Miz and Ali was supposed to have a match. You know, backstage segment, Miz having ice on his jaw, trying to get the match canceled, all that. But eventually, him and Ali have the match. Loomis shows back up. Ali gets the W over Miz. What else was a major segment? The Usos are closing in on New Day's tag team record. Um, Damian Priest went against Carl Anderson. And once again, the OC, even though Carl Anderson won, but the OC has a real problem. So it's interesting to see at Crown Jewel who they're going to get because most likely I thought it could have been announced tonight who it's going to be, but most likely they're going to wait till Saturday to show who AJ is going to get for his real problem. What else? They had a Halloween trick or street fight between Riddle with Elias versus Otis and Gable. You know, Halloween themed weapons, a kendo stick painted as a candy cane, pumpkins, and all that. Riddle goes over. What else? I feel like there was something else major before I get to the main event. Let me recollect. It's the recollection song, so let me recollect. Let me recollect. I think that's about it. Oh, Baron Corbin, JBL had a segment where Truth came out. Yeah. Johnny Gargano has a little segment where he's exposing the truth, and he's basically saying that Miz was paying Loomis to attack him until I guess Miz might have stopped paying. So now Loomis is coming to collect. So that's what that whole little Johnny trying to blow the whistle thing, and it was like that's exactly how it was like. I'm not gonna even lie. I really think that was pretty much everything. Then we get to the main event. Like I said, Dakota and Io versus Oscar and Alexa. Surprisingly, Oscar and Alexa win this. Some chicanery tried to happen, and it led to Bailey and Bianca fighting, where Bailey hit a Bailey to belly off like this platform thing onto some group of tables because they're going to have a last woman standing at Crown Jewel. And literally, Oscar and Alexa win. And I think they're each 3-time tag team champs now. Because I want to say Alexa won it twice with Nikki. Oscar won it twice with Kairi Sane. And I think this is their 3rd time each having the tag team titles. I feel like Oscar won it with somebody else too. I don't know, but yeah. New tag team champions to ride on Raw. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, wow, because I was expecting Damage Control to have all the gold bars at the end of Crown Jewel. I was expecting Io and Dakota to have the tag titles, and I was expecting Bailey to get the Raw Women's title, but plans change. Um, but yeah, that was really all the Raw. Like I said, there was some decent segments. Definitely the Seth Rollins Austin Theory. Definitely check that match out. Um, it wasn't really too much Halloween themed things. Another thing they was doing is that depending on the certain superstar, as they was coming to the ring, they would have shown images of people trick or treating as that superstar and you know dressed up as that superstar and things like that. But hey, that's Raw for you. You know, I was feeling oopsie enough to give you this Raw recap. Hopefully, I'm feeling oopsie enough to give you an NXT, give you a AEW, and to give you a SmackDown before Crown Jewel. Hopefully, Rampage, and hopefully, Crown Jewel. Your boy got to feel oozy all week to give you all that content. That's the top level of ooziness to give all that content. So, shout out to my brethren, Lip Dizzle, Jaeger Bombastic. Shout out to Juggs, aka our Forbidden Door. Until you see us next time, peeps, don't forget to tag the fucking out.